What's going on, guys? Skylord Studios 005 back here again. And today we finally have the review of the Shark Scale deck set. I have very mixed feelings on this deck set, and I'm going to get into why in a bit. But overall, the Bay picks in this deck set are a lot more solid than last year's Phoenix Rudder deck set. We're going to go release by release and kind of count down. Now, the interesting thing here I want to note is it comes with a BX Bay, a UX Bay, and a CX Bay. So starting off with the main UX Bay, we have Shark Scale, which is the UX evolution of Shark Edge. It is very much pushed downwards and sloped, just like Shark Edge was, and the plastic is very much raised. So you're going to get some really, really good angled attack. This reminds me of a mix of both Shark Edge and Tyranno Beat because of the two big blades. This is insanely good for meta attack right now. You get a new ratchet, which is 450, which is the new lowest height ratchet in the game. It has a standard piece ratchet, unlike the weird simple 455 or M85 or 385. You get underflat, which is the lowest flat bit in the game, 2 millimeters shorter than regular flat, and a millimeter shorter than low flat. You can kind of see the bottom here. Very much reminds you of like Tyranno Beat with those two big blades, but you still have the angling of Shark Edge. I really like the colors on this. I think it looks really good. I'm not a big fan, personally, of the shark motif in the middle. I think it's just okay. It's not super great. I just think it's kind of eh. But I've seen a lot of positive thoughts on it, but I just personally think it's not the greatest. But this is the new lowest stock combo in the game, so I think that's pretty cool. Next up, we do have the BX Roar Tyranno, or Tyranno Roar, as the TT name would be. This is a retooling of Phoenix Wing, and it is more bulky and making it better for defense and smash attack. We got that red T-Rex, just like Tyranno Beat. We come with a new ratchet being 170, which I was waiting for this for a while, so I'm very glad that it came in this color. And we have a new level, which is the black level bit. So now we're not just limited to the purple one. Now, I have seen some posts go around where level is has a slightly different mold where it's more protruding than it probably should be. I think I just got the standard mold, so yeah. What I probably didn't get the standard mold for, and I'm very disappointed in this. I get it's a filler release, so I shouldn't be too mad. But this is just unacceptable from TT's part. There's Hell's Brave, and I'm going to go over why I believe this is unacceptable. It's the quality control issues. First off, 360, I can barely get off. Like, I'm applying pressure, and I'm barely able to, like, get it off. Like, the plastic chunks are just such poor quality control. You can see right here the stickers. I didn't even do that, guys. I have yet to battle this bay. The stickers right here, if I'm able to get it to focus. The stickers are all messed up. There's excessive plastic on the Hell's Lock chip. I was originally going to sell this on my shop, but I don't want to do this to my customers. I value my customers so too much. I wouldn't sell something like this in my product. This is just so poor quality. You get extra plastic right here. It's just gross. Like, TT, step up your game, please. This is nasty. You can tell just from me trying to put it on, it's already all torn up and chewed. If I disassemble it, you can probably get a better look at the lock chip. And you can see like where all it went wrong. You can see the blade itself from Brave has that weird gash on the stickers. I have yet to battle this, guys. I haven't even test launched it, and it's like that. This is just gross. And then Jaggy, I think, is probably the worst offender because of the fact that it doesn't properly even lock on. And then we have like extra parts here, like that aren't even smooth. So come on, TT, you could do better than this. And this is just this weird blob that just won't let it lock onto the ratchets. Very poor molding control, very poor quality control. Very disappointed in this aspect of the release. Gear flat that I can see has no issues. The one thing they got right was the yellow gear flat. So yeah, no, very, very disappointed in this. TT, do better. This is worse than some of the fakes that I've seen out there. I don't know if I'm the only one that had this issue. If I am, then oh well. But this is just unacceptable quality control on TT's behalf. Now, I got this from Bays and Bricks, and Bays and Bricks had, the box wasn't sealed, but the bays were still in their plastic wrapping. So they weren't tampered with. The box was just unsealed for some reason. This is unacceptable. I'm not even going to battle with this one because it's just such poor quality control. It's just bad. I was actually kind of looking forward to this one because I'm like, okay, the black Brave Blade would look pretty cool. Yellow Jaggy would look pretty cool. Nope, they messed it up. It's horrible. The 360, I don't think has any issues with it. I haven't tried it on other bays, but I don't think that there's problems with it. No, it's actually an extremely tight 360 compared to other ones. If I were to use, say, a 470 on Jaggy, yeah, no, 470 doesn't even fit on Jaggy. So it's an issue with the Jaggy Assist Blade. The Jaggy Assist Blade just does not function. So very, very disappointed in TT for that. This is one of the few times TT actually takes a massive L in my book. But yeah, and I will say this is actually a new 360 that I'm aware of. At first I thought this was the weird like dark green and green one from Shelter Drake, but no, this is actually, I believe, a new one. Unless I missaw it. But we got Shark Scale and Roar Tyranno. So let's do a little test spin. 3, 2, 1, shoot. So yeah, I am lighter spinning this because I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm filming this late at night. I had a long day. I wanted to get this video out because I'm very excited about this release, but I'm not going to do too many battles. Now, before I start the battles, I will say the reason why Shark Scale is so relevant is that in a spoiler alert for the anime, okay? If you don't want a spoiler alert for the anime, skip to like 8 minutes in. In the anime, Robin's Bay is not the stock Hell's Reaper. It's Hell's Reaper around 450 kick, and that's like all of Persona blading alongside with him. So I thought that was a very cool aspect, but the fact that you have to buy all of this just to get anime accurate one is kind of, I'm not a big fan of it, but I think it looks cool. So moving on to just one test battle with Shark Scale, because it's more of an overview than actual review. I'll probably just do a battle video with Shark Scale and Roar Tyranno. But I do think that quality control issue needs to be very mumuch addressed. We'll test Roar Tyranno up against something like TT's Terra Swing, because it's kind of similar concept, similar theme. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. That is Terra Swing's win. Again, I'm only doing 1-round battles because this is late at night. Don't really want to disturb too many people. And then the one battle for Shark Scale is going to be against Caliber. So, duel of the August releases. So, very tall bay versus very short bay. That's Scale. And real quickly, again, spoiler alert for the anime. Probably at this point click off because this is probably going to be the rest of the video. I'm going to do one battle with the anime accurate Hell's Reaper combo. Up against 1 round with Perseus Dark. So 3, 2, 1, go shoot. So 3, 2, 1, go shoot. So I believe this combo is improved. Kind of, only in the aspect that CX is now shorter, so Hell's Reaper should be able to get more critical hits in rather than just hitting the top part. So Hell's Reaper does take it if we're using the anime accurate stock combo. But yeah, what do you guys think of this overview? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Shark Scale in the comment section down below. I would highly recommend this if you're into competitive Beyblade. This thing's being used everywhere for attack. I'm seeing 450 low rush on it a lot. 360 low rush. A lot of stuff on low rush with this. Seems to be pairing pretty good. I need to do better testing videos or like more in-depth testing to see. But this is definitely a hype release that's probably worth a pickup. The only issue is this one goes very much in and out of stock very frequently. So if you want to get it, currently I do believe Bays and Bricks still has it. If you use my code Skylord7, you get 7% off their order using that code. So it helps you save money in the long run. And overall, I think this is just a pretty good deck set to end the year off with. Pretty soon we should be getting the Solar Eclipse review, because I do believe it releases this weekend. So yeah, but overall, if I were to give the set itself a rating, I would probably give it an 8 out of 10, just because the parts on some of the other bays are kind of lackluster. My personal experience with the set, I'm going to have to bump it down to a 7 out of 10. Shark Scale is a super fun release, guys. I highly recommend it. It's fun. It just pops bays because of how low it is. It ratchet snipes them. Tyranno Roar is a fun release. I'm glad TT did it. 170, I think, has competitive value. But what really brings it down is that consistency with Hell's Brave. That is the first time that has happened to me with TT. So I don't know if they're just rushing to get these things out on shelves and so they'll just worry about it later because they figure, okay, no one's really going to care. It's just this one CX bay that not many people are going to care about. They're buying it for the other two. You can't have that mentality when you're doing stuff like this. You have to make sure every product is up to code. You're still putting out quality products. It's kind of funny because I read about a situation like this in one of my classes. And you got to make sure your stuff's up to par. So personally, it's like a 6 or 7 out of 10 for me because of that Hell's Brave. That Hell's Brave really knocks it down. If that Hell's Brave was perfect and it actually came normally, my overall rating of the set would probably still be like an 8, but my personal experience with the set, it'd probably be a 9 or a 10. I really enjoy seeing the Tyranno get another bay, aside from Tyranno beat. I really enjoyed seeing Shark return, and it's just very much disappointing that this happened to the set. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section down below are. But real quickly before I go, I do want to remove these bays and kind of showcase all of the Shark and Whale bays. So we start off with Shark Edge. There it is next to Shark Scale. And then we had the weird one, Gill Shark. There it is next to the other two. And then we had Whale Wave, which was the first of the whale lineup. And then eventually we got Whale Flame. So it seems that they are direct inversions of each other. Shark is meant to go under and flip your opponents up and ratchet snipe them. Whale is meant to crush your opponents down with its tall height. And one last comparison real quick is Tyranno Roar and Tyranno Beat. I personally like Roar better because this like yellow or orange part reminds me of Amber, kind of like the Jurassic Park movies. So I thought it was pretty cool, but they still look really good. So yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts were in the comment section down below. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.